What's up, guys? Eric here, Mr. Fired Up Wealth. Want to bring you a quick video today on a stock that I have on my radar. It's on my watch list, and I'm looking to buy it in a specific price range. I'm going to share that price range with you in a second and show some technicals. But before we get into the technicals, I want to show you just some information, what's going on, to get you up to speed with Pinterest. I think this is an opportunity on the dip. So if you recall, last week we had earnings on Pinterest on the 27th, and the big headline really was that the shares dropped. In fact, they dropped well over 10%, and we're down around 62 right now, pre-market. The issue that was concerned on the call was basically that user growth is slowing and engagement is lowering as a result of easing COVID-19 restrictions. So a lot of people are looking at this stock as a potential work from home, COVID type play, thinking that it won't be as good, on the other side. And I think I disagree, and I'll show you why here in a second. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to bring up just a quick slideshow and give you some highlights. Then I'm going to go into technicals and give you the price. Okay, so this is a quick slide, just one slide. I'm going to show you some highlights. The first thing I want to point out is the demographics that you can see on your screen. Now, 71% of users are females. 35% of users are between 35 and 49 years old. So it's an older demographic and a female demographic. 34% users are 18 to 29. 16% of Pinterest users are male, and you can see all the information there. 70% of Pinterest users have a college degree, 50% plus Pinners live outside the US. Now, in the Discord community, we compared all the different social media platforms. So we looked at, Facebook, we looked at Snapchat, we looked at all the different ones to see the demographics. This has a very unique demographic profile, and I think there's opportunity that could be untapped. For example, trying to have it appeal to younger audiences, have it appeal more to men, have it appeal to different industries, video game sector. I know, Henry, you talked about that in the Discord community about how they can tap into the video game segment and have some opportunity in that space as well. So some quick highlights here I want to share with you. The first thing I want to share is I think that Pinterest is just simply, it's a unique and scalable platform, and it's built for shopping. I think there's some untapped potential. Let me explain. So there's unbranded searches right now, and there's a lot of untapped advertising opportunities. It's basically everything it's done to this point has been building up its brand and building up all the different content within it. And they haven't done an excellent job so far of untapping the potential of the advertising. I think there's a lot of opportunities. They recently expanded a partnership with Shopify to nearly 30 countries, which I think could be huge for them. In the past 3 years, the revenue CAGR, so that's compound annual growth rate of 53%. In the last year alone, its revenue growth was over 40%. Now, this stock is expensive. They're not profitable yet. I want to also point out this quote. This is from an earnings call here. First, advertising rates should continue to climb in the U.S. and many international markets as the economy continues to rebound from the pandemic. Second, in Q2, the company will be facing ultra tough year-over-year U.S. user comparables. The overall market, too, right now we're in a market where people are trying to go into more of the value play. A lot of the growth investors are focused on crypto. There's a lot of things working against you in these growth type stocks. I think long term, we'll be in good shape with companies like Pinterest, and I think it's an opportunity. I don't think it's just going to necessarily rebound overnight. Let me show you some prices. Let me show you some charts, tell you what I'm looking at for price. Okay, so I'm on TradingView. The first thing you're going to notice, it's at $62.75 pre-market. And you can look, if you look at, this is just under the technicals. If you go under technicals, you're showing that RSI right now is a 34. Now the RSI goes from 0 to 100. Anytime you get below 30, it's considered pretty oversold. Anytime over 70, it's considered overbought. So we're getting pretty close to that oversold territory. This is why it's on my radar. The other thing to point out is that the simple moving average is $59.38, and the exponential moving average is just a faster moving average, is $61.33. So those are really good areas to point out. And if you look at a chart, you can see that it's made lower lows, which isn't necessarily a good thing. You can see it popped up to 89, all the way back to 60, up to 88. So you have this resistance around $89. You also have support, somewhere in this $60 range, more than likely. Now, my price target, if you look at this, is between basically $59 and $62. That's going to get you in that range for the simple moving average of the 200-day. Now, could it go lower? Yes, especially if the entire market rolls over, if the NASDAQ sells off, we have a correction, something like that. It can always go lower, but I do like that $60 range, $59, $60. I think at $62, it's something that you could probably dip your toe into and dollar cost average in and just save a little bit of room in case it goes lower. But the risk reward for a stock like this, I think, is attractive when you look at the growth, when you look at the prospects ahead of it. I think there's a lot of opportunity. And I think this is an opportunity for us as investors to potentially dip our toe into this stock, dollar cost average, as a long-term growth investment. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Please hit the like button, drop me a comment. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.